Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Preston Pimentel, and I'm here with
Brandon Dela Cruz.
and this is a typical podcast. Let's talk about our name for our podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, typical podcast.
Went through the motions, that's for sure.
Yeah, it's a genius name, if I do say so myself.
It is.
But the only issue is,
It's kind of
a couple of some other assholes have our name.
yeah. We're gonna find you.
Yeah,
We're gonna copyright that name.
yeah. You guys are thieves.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of annoyed that they did that. So we're still a typical podcast, but instead of a Y, it's
An I.
an I. Yeah. That's right.
So
They tried to take it from
Yeah.
us, and we flipped it, and now we're on top.
I think we're all cool now. Yeah. So we're average, but not average.
Yeah. So now it's a flip on being just typical. We're not typical. We're different.
Like atypical.
Yeah. We're atypical.
Atypical. Do you know what
Okay.
atypical
I don't know. It's okay. We learned in the last podcast that we aren't the smartest people in our friend group.
No.
That goes to Jordan.
Ah.
But yeah, the people who took the name, they're geniuses because that's what I
when
wanted.
did they? When was that podcast made?
They did the podcast way before us.
Like when?
Yeah,
Are
they
you serious?
not like a month before us. They started in like March was their first episode. First episode.
Yeah,
But it's okay.
We're gonna
'cause
find them.
They're not better than us.
Yeah, that's true.
That's right. There's a competition. You know what? No, actually, let's
No.
stop talking about them because I
Yeah.
don't want people to
We're
go
better
check
than
them
them.
out.
We've established that.
Yeah, we've beaten them. I went to Six Flags for the first time.
For the first time?
Maybe I went as a kid, but
Yeah.
it was the first time for me that like remembering the place.
Yeah.
I went with a couple of my friends. You're friends with them too.
Yeah.
I went with Ryan, Gabe, Ivan, Jordan, and Gabe's little brother,
Yeah.
and it was an interesting experience. It was fun. I don't say I would like go back like soon, because I feel like it's just I don't know. It's just roller
One
coasters.
and done kind
yeah.
of thing.
There's nothing like
Did you go to the animal exhibits?
no.
Okay.
Are those interesting?
I mean, I don't like zoos.
So they're
So
not.
no. So no.
But yeah, I did go on. See, the thing is, I don't have a problem with roller coasters.
Yeah.
But the ones that have loops,
But those are the best ones, though.
I guess so. But those freak me out.
Like corkscrews and stuff.
yeah, I
those
had
are
a-
cool.
Thinking in my head, like I knew that there were gonna be loops on some of them. I didn't know all of them had loops.
But you look up at them.
Yeah.
and
Well,
you s-
in the car ride there,
got
I wasn't
got
expecting it. I mean, I was expecting it, but didn't know exactly what I was getting into.
Yeah.
I think I conquered my fear of like
Roller
loops,
coasters?
like loops on roller
That's
coasters.
good.
Yeah,
There's a bunch there, so.
yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was your favorite one? Do you remember?
probably the first one we went on. I think it was called Medusa or something like that.
that one's cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the big one, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that one's pretty cool.
that one was. I think that was the best. If I didn't go on that one first, I feel like I wouldn't have enjoyed Six Flags as much. Because the other ones are like they're cool, but
Yeah. But you kind of like.
I
peaked
got
at Medusa.
I got over my fear because of that first one,
Got it.
basically.
Yeah.
And then we went on, like, I guess 2 water rides.
Oh.
I don't know. Honestly, it's hard
Did
to
you
go.
get wet?
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
It's hard to go to like amusement parks because like I always compare them to like Disneyland, and I'm like, this place isn't nearly as good or something like that.
It's not the most
I know.
magical place
It's-
on earth, you know?
Yeah, that shouldn't be the mindset. You don't go in comparing things, people. Don't want to. Everyone's unique.
Yeah.
Everyone's different. Everyone has their own stuff.
You done? No.
Yeah. We almost forgot to mention we have a guest on this podcast. We're gonna introduce her later.
Yeah, that's right. We have a girl on this podcast.
Yeah, we're getting
Gender equality.
Sure.
Okay. I'm just promoting.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Okay. So I went to Six Flags. What did you do?
What did I do?
You moved into a new place, right?
Yeah. So, but this weekend, the reason being that I couldn't go to Six Flags with you guys was I had a summer retreat for my Asian Pacific American Student Association club. Yeah.
Okay. Can you say that again?
Asian Pacific American Student Association. Do you know what that stands for?
No.
Asian Pacific American Student Association. Yeah. Nothing.
So you had like a field trip?
Kind of. It was more of just like we're scheduling things. It's kind of boring to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah. So next
Yeah.
topic.
Okay. On our microphones for the watchers, you might be noticing that we have little foam things on them, and we have color now. But if you're a listener, I guess you can't see that.
Yeah.
So that sucks. But anyway,
You're missing out.
Since it's like July and 4th of July passed, I wanted to make it red, white, and blue, but we don't have a white one. So we're doing blue, pink, and purple.
Why? Because we can.
Why? Because we can.
Yeah.
That's right. That's the attitude you want to have. You can. Everyone's different.
Everyone
We all
can.
have different. I don't want to get into that again. Yeah. Was the place that you moved into, was that nice?
Oh, it's very nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the apartment that I moved into, yeah, it's really nice. A lot of room, but I'll be sharing my room with 2 other roommates. Yeah, it's a pretty big room though for 3 of us. I lived with them before; they were my previous roommates.
Okay.
So it's pretty nice.
Are they Asian?
If we're getting into that, yes.
Okay.
All my roommates are actually Asian. So
Okay. Good for you.
we're part of the Asian Pacific American Student Association Club.
Yeah.
Do you know what that stands for? Asian Pacific American Student Association.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a white people stuff.
Yeah, well, like a club or
I guess so. I don't
or a
know.
fraternity.
It's funny. I always say that, but like I'm not white. If you guys don't know that, I'm Mexican and Portuguese, but
Mhm.
like I always
Mm-hmm.
people always say, I don't know. I get in my mind, people always call me white, so I
Yeah,
start
be
calling
proud of
myself
your Portuguese and what else are you?
a Mexican.
A Mexican. Yeah. Be
Okay.
proud. That's a fist bump for you.
Yeah, I see it.
You're not gonna.
No, I see it there.
You're not proud.
I mean, I am.
So
I
what
just
are
didn't
you
wanna
proud of?
touch
Are
you.
Proud of being white.
No, okay. So,
Asian Pacific American Student Association.
can you say that one more time for the listeners who aren't tired
Yeah,
of
if
hearing
you-
it yet?
Asian Pacific American Student Association.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's really interesting.
Yeah. Do you know what it stands for? Asian
Brandon,
Pacific
shut
American
the
Student
fuck
Association.
up. Yeah, so 4th of July, by the time this episode comes out, 4th of July would have like passed.
Pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cuz we're filming like right before 4th
The day
of July.
before. This
Yeah.
is pre 4th of July.
This is
This is
3rd
3rd of July.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Pre-independence.
What's actually coming up is I don't know how many years it's been. I guess like 3 years. It would be like the 3rd year anniversary
That's
of
crazy.
like
Yeah. I
of,
think I know where you're going.
of like making my vlogs on my YouTube channel. Pdog's vlogs, yeah.
It's monumental.
Yeah. On my channel Pdog Pimz, but it's called Pdog's vlogs. the
Yeah.
videos. But that is crazy to think about. Like 3 years. That's that's how long it's been. Like 3 years.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a pretty good mark right there.
You know what else I just thought of right now?
Yeah.
I've made 30 vlogs,
Mhm.
and in 3 years. So I guess it's like 10 a year.
10 a year. You gonna
That's pretty impressive.
you gonna make more vlogs in the near future?
Yeah, I'm trying to post every week. I honestly really am. This podcast, I know I could do every week.
Yeah.
I want to post these podcasts on Mondays, and I want to do like my vlogs on Fridays.
Mm-hmm.
The vlogs, I don't know how well I could keep that up, but I'm gonna do my best. But this podcast,
I didn't ask.
it's easier to do. All right, since you didn't ask, I think it's about that time we introduce our guest onto the podcast.
Yeah, she's ready. I think.
All right, let's give a round of applause for Kristina Alvarez.
Hey.
Let me. Okay.
Okay, I'm still eating a cookie.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Would
You
this
could- you-
catch, would this catch like ASMR really good?
I don't know. You could try though if you want to. a lot of people might have just thrown up. Is it a good cookie?
Is it my teeth?
No, you're good. All right, so welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
You want to angle that towards you a little bit?
What was your favorite podcast so far?
Shut up.
What episode?
Okay, Brandon and I, we have a good question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the question?
Why were you late?
Like really late.
Like really late.
Oh, I had
We're
to
on a
come-
tight schedule.
Not
Kristina.
even. I was like, I got here like we said we agreed on 1, and I got here like 1:09.
That's really
That's
late.
still late. Late is late.
I had to go to the post office.
Why?
I wanted to make sure that they because like tomorrow
Uh-huh.
they're gonna be closed and there's
Yeah,
gonna be like
yeah.
no deliveries because it's 4th of July, and then I'm too lazy to wait until Friday, and like I ordered like a package, so I wanted to pick it up. Oh my god, my voice.
It's okay.
Puberty.
Just get settled. Okay.
You know, I think that's like a
That was-
trend.
What?
All our guests are late.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't that late. I was literally like 10 minutes late.
Late's late.
Late's late.
Yeah.
Late is
Kristina.
not late. That's not late.
It's
Late
okay.
is like we agreed on 1 and I got here at like 2. You know.
Yeah. That's better than what our last guest did.
Almost like 30
He
minutes late.
Yeah, he had
yeah.
to show up like right in the middle,
Yeah.
Fashionably late.
or just lazily late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Major
Um,
rager.
Major. Okay. We're not gonna get into
Okay,
that
okay,
again.
fair.
Have you ever done a podcast before?
Mm-mm.
She
This is
hasn't
your
even
first
watched
one?
I've never
ours.
really done like an interview unless it was like a job interview, but
Yeah.
like so a podcast or an interview for like someone else, you know?
Yeah.
Unless it was like for a job, but that's it.
This is more like casual.
Talking.
It's just
Yeah.
like yeah.
We're not interviewing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is what the vibe that I wanted for the podcast was, just like conversation. I could invite friends over and just be like, hey, let's talk about stuff.
Yeah. So, what are your like aspirations in life?
Yeah, what's the
I'm
dream?
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, but
It was a joke. It was a
Yeah.
I was like,
rhetorical
good
question.
answer.
no, but so you have a sister, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you are a twin.
Yes, I am a twin.
What a lot of people don't experience that because, you know, Brandon's not my twin. I'm not.
What?
I don't have a twin.
What?
Brandon doesn't have a twin.
No way.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's it like to like
To be a
growing
twin?
up
Oh.
as a twin? Yeah.
Honestly, I don't know. It's like I always tell everybody that it's like literally like having like a regular sibling that, because I feel like what makes us like so like close is the fact that like we're just close in general. Like we get along. I mean, obviously we fight, but like we get along really well. And like there's people who I know who have siblings and they're really close to their siblings because they get along. So it's like one of those things. But I don't know. I always say it's just like having like a normal sibling, but I don't know. That's like the only difference. Like growing up, we were like super close. I have other siblings, but like they're a lot older than me and they're from like my dad's side. So it's like different.
So
you know?
it's not like, it's just like having a person that's the same age as you. Really.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, honestly.
Yeah. Do you ever get like annoying twin questions like, oh, can you ever
Dude.
think of what she's thinking? Or
Yeah, like
Literally
the
like
twin
all the
connection.
time.
Yeah.
Like every time we meet someone new, they ask like one of those dumb questions. Like it's so common sense, but like people
those right now.
oh heck no. It's just it's so dumb. Like we're not like magical. Like literally, if you really think about the science behind of how twins are made, then that's how they're made. Like it's no magic in there. But yeah, we get like the dumbest questions ever.
what's the worst question you've ever gotten?
The dumbest.
Or maybe the most common question.
the most common is like that's like dumb or just in general.
Something you get annoyed by.
Yeah. What?
Well, like we
yeah.
always get annoyed by like okay, who's who? Like that's
Oh,
Oh,
that's.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I could
I
see
get
that. I
it.
could see that.
Yeah,
being
yeah.
like I
annoying.
get it. Like obviously, if we're meeting you for the first time, then obviously we're not gonna like you're not gonna know who's who. But I mean, if you like see us all the time and you're still asking that question,
Mhm.
Yeah.
like get your shit together
Yeah.
at that
You're
point.
Priscilla, right?
Brandon.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You actually, I have a true story. I would never like call you or your sister by name.
Really?
Because of that?
In high school, just because
You were
I
scared?
I didn't want to make the mistake of saying the wrong person.
I mean, we got it a lot though. It was like normal and like, I mean, obviously if we weren't that close and it's like, it makes sense. Like I wouldn't be offended. It always affected Priscilla more though because she was always like super annoyed by it. Like for me, it was like, it was understandable. Like I was
Yeah.
more understanding about it,
Mhm.
but she would like fight people over it. So
Yeah,
yeah.
that's understandable.
Yeah.
So as so far, all our guests have been college students because that's what kind of podcast this is. Apparently,
Yeah.
a college podcast.
Yeah. I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. We'll get Tom Holland on here eventually.
Eventually.
Yeah.
Eventually, yeah.
Good luck.
You don't think I will?
Tom Holland, would you walk in, please?
So dumb.
Bro,
That would be crazy.
Imagine, that would be
that would be crazy.
Yeah.
We couldn't get Tom Holland, but we have Tom Cruise in there.
I
You
mean,
guys have me.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's great.
I'm glad
That's
that.
like the equivalent.
Yeah.
So what?
So Tom Holland.
Yeah.
It's comparing oranges to
Are you
apples or
Spider-Man?
something.
Can you do Spider-Man stuff though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Spider-Man, actually?
What's your favorite Spider-Man?
Yeah. Who's your favorite Spider-Man, actually?
Definitely Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Wow.
He played it the best, I
Yeah.
think. I'm actually
Yeah.
watching it today.
Yeah.
The new one.
Okay. That I was actually gonna ask you because you said you were gonna go see a movie.
Yeah.
You're watching Spider-Man Far From Home.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I really
I
want
heard
to
it's
see
good.
that.
So
I'm sure it's good.
Spider-Man. It's Tom Holland, too.
Yeah, Brandon,
Yeah.
when do you want to see Spider-Man? You want to see Spider-Man?
Yeah, pretty soon, after I see Endgame.
All right.
they're actually still playing that in the theaters.
Yeah, I
like,
heard,
I was
yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
I was watching the second episode of our podcast, and then we had said that we would be watching Endgame again.
Yeah, and that didn't
Yeah,
happen.
That didn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dreams don't come true sometimes.
Yeah.
So you told me that you have like Harry Potter ones.
Yeah, dude, I'm like a huge Harry Potter fan. Like
Cash
I feel
grab.
like, but I'm like on the low. Like I'm not that obvious about it. Like I'm not like one of those like
Going around casting spells everywhere.
Yeah, like bring my
Just see her
wand.
in
My
the
wand is
streets.
in my pocket all the time. No, but I have. But yeah, like I have like a little Harry Potter corner in my room. Like I wish it was bigger, but Priscilla won't let me. She's like, dude, you're like a
I
little.
thought she's into Harry Potter.
She
too.
is, but not as much as I am.
Oh,
Like I'm
okay.
like I love I want to read the book series again because I've only read them once, so that makes me like in between fan because like true fans would have read them like multiple times.
I wouldn't say in
but-
between. I'd say more of like a fake fan.
Not
of anything. No,
if
I'm
I
just
was
kidding.
a fake fan, I'd be like, oh, I love Harry Potter, but like don't know any, but don't know anybody's like characters or names and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I have like a little Harry Potter corner. So I have like a few pops and like pins,
Scoot in a little bit, Brandon.
scarf,
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
All right, perfect.
and just like a little bit of like Harry Potter merch. But yeah,
Okay, that's really interesting.
Have you seen
Yeah.
Harry Potter?
No, I've actually never. I mean, as a kid, I probably saw like
The movies and stuff.
like
Like
the movie,
parts.
but I don't.
Yeah.
Did you ever read the books?
I don't read books.
Yeah, me neither.
Dude.
There you go. Intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that adds up.
Yeah. Do you read books?
Yeah, I do. Well, I mean, not as much as I used to. Like in junior high and high school, like I was way more into books. Like there's this book that I started our senior year, still haven't finished it. Like
What
I
is
feel
it?
like I just got busy. It's called.
Harry Potter.
I think it's called The Girl in Pieces. It's like a sadder story, but it's
Oh,
not like
man.
it's not like a fan fiction type of like magical wizardry
Yeah.
stuff, you know. But yeah, it was interesting. I just never really like got the chance to finish it. And I still want to like restart it and like read it again. But I feel like every time I'm like, oh, you have time to read, like I don't read. Like I'll
Yeah.
do something else. So
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
how life is nowadays.
honestly, yeah.
All right. I want to talk about like a problem that I have, but you two won't necessarily have.
Hmm.
Since I'm so tall, I have.
Oh, thanks, guys.
For those of you who don't know, Brandon's not that tall.
I'm actually.
He's not.
How
He's,
tall are you?
he's
How
not
tall are
tall.
you?
I'm like 6'1", maybe. 6
You know what?
feet.
I'm above average.
I think I'm 5'12".
for the Philippines
Dude.
and other
Yeah.
Asian countries.
No, you're not. You're not short. You're
No.
not short at
Yeah,
all.
yeah,
I own
think
it.
so.
Yeah, you're good.
I'm chill.
You're okay.
I'm chilling.
But yeah, as I started thinking about this today. Since I'm tall, like I
You
work,
are really tall.
Yeah, I work on my posture a lot. Like I try to like stand up straight all the time, and because it's I don't know. I've just noticed that a lot of tall people, they always have like
A slouch.
yeah, they slouch a lot and they have
Yeah.
like humps in their backs and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because they're always like since they're taller, they're looking down a lot.
Wow.
No, that's
That's the
literally
most condescending thing I've
no. Well, not like
It
that.
makes
but
sense,
it
I
makes
think.
No, I get you.
when I
I'm
talk
playing.
to you, Brandon, I'm not. It's not like I'm like looking.
Yeah,
down
yeah,
on
but
you
you're still
super-
looking
but,
down.
Like, yeah, I gotta like my neck goes down a little when I look at you.
Yeah. How tall are you?
I'm 5'12".
6 feet.
Yeah. I'm glad you liked my joke.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Yeah. Christina didn't laugh
I don't get it.
because 6 feet,
Nobody said
It's
5'12".
5
12 inches. And
5'12".
No, I know 5'12" isn't like a thing, but
12 inches
I
is
thought
a
it
feet.
was like from
It's a
like
foot.
a like something from like a movie. Or, like,
That's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But what was the issue that like?
it was basically just I always have to work on my posture.
Mm.
I'm very
Dude,
aware of that.
My posture is like bad, like, and I
Yeah, it is.
admit. Heck no.
Just call her out right now.
No,
Yeah.
I honestly really admit it though, because like, but it's like, okay, I want to blame that I have like a slight like hump, like one of my shoulder blades is higher than the other, and like growing up, like going to the doctors and stuff, like
She was picking her nose.
no, sorry, it's just the septum always gets crooked, and then I like if
Yeah.
I look back at this, it's gonna look ugly, and I'm gonna be mad,
Yeah.
and then we're gonna have to refilm this. So, anyways, but yeah, like I have like a slouch, or not a slouch, sorry, a hump on one of my shoulder blades, so it's a little bit higher. So I used to think that that's probably why I slouch. I just also never really like practiced good posture enough.
Yeah.
But dude, Priscilla like bullies the crap out of me like all the time. She's like, dude, you need to fix your posture, like blah 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 blah. I'm like, dude, that's a lot
Dang.
of work, because it hurts my back like trying
Yeah.
to like keep it straight all the time. Like I try to when I walk, because I know it like it's obvious,
Yeah.
but sometimes I forget and I get lazy, you know. Like
Yeah.
if I'm tired, like I don't care, you know.
Do you want me to just like every time I see you slouching, you want me to
No.
just
Hey, what are you doing?
remind you?
no.
Just be like, hey, fix that.
Dude, no, I feel like it's hard to fix when you're like older, you know.
Yeah, it's
Like,
definitely
when you're younger, like you gotta be like.
I think right now is like the turning point. Like if you don't work on it, then you're
it's
gonna
gonna
mess
get
You're gonna
worse.
mess up, yeah.
I know. Because I don't want to. You see like those cute little old people, and they just have like such a bad like.
Knowledge. Sorry, just wanted to say that.
What is that? Was just completely random. to
Sorry.
what we were talking about.
and
How
I'm
about
like,
it?
But they just like hecka slouch, and you see them with their like their little walker, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, you know.
This actually hurt my back standing up, sitting
Dude,
up
honestly,
like
what
this.
would be like.
Yeah, I mean, we can get comfortable. You could just lean back. You could do anything.
My feet won't touch the ground, dude.
Brandon,
Yeah. What's up? That's my name.
is that your name?
Yeah.
Um,
My name's Brandon,
okay. Didn't ask.
and I'm a part of the Asian Pacific American Student Association.
We're gonna end the podcast.
Okay.
Right? No, I'm just kidding. The Women's World Cup is going on right now.
Yes.
Do you guys know like the
USA.
standings and stuff like that?
Dude, I
USA made it to
don't.
the finals, right?
Yeah, they're in the finals.
It's already the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know.
Dude, I'm like the fakest fan ever. I swear. I don't watch sports. Like, like it's weird. I play soccer, but I don't watch it because like I just get bored.
That's
like,
understandable, though.
Is it? But like,
Yeah.
it's like with every sport though. Like I feel like I just don't find interest in watching sports. Like I'll hear about like how the game went. I was like, oh, that's cool, but like. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
No, that's
Like,
understandable.
But then I'm like mad because I'm like the women's like national teams like from all over didn't get any like attention.
Yeah,
it's
no.
always, it's always the men and never the women. You know, like I'm not a true feminist,
Yeah.
and like there needs to be more equality.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Let's get political. Let's start. Let's do that because that's what we want to hear.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
On
I
the
know that's
third
what they
ep-
want to hear.
Here's what they
That's
want.
what they wanna hear.
Yeah, they're actually the team.
They beat England last
Yeah,
night,
they
right?
Yeah,
did.
they're in the finals. Right now, Netherlands and Sweden are playing to see who gets into the final.
It's probably a good game.
Wow, it's
And
gonna
it's
be
actually
good.
like I'm pretty sure it's near the end of the.
It's
Zero right now.
Switzerland.
Yeah.
I'm calling it.
Think so?
Yeah,
It's Sweden.
Sweden. Oh, they said Switzerland.
No, I said Sweden. I said Sweden and Netherlands.
Oh, okay. They said
Wait,
Wait,
Switzerland.
Sweden and Switzerland are two different things.
Is it?
And you're yeah.
Yeah. No, it is.
I don't know.
Geography.
It does. It doesn't matter.
For some
If
reason, I thought like Sweden was just short.
if
for
we don't know
Switzerland.
something and we say something, then people will just be like,
That's funny.
"Yeah, that's funny. It's okay."
That's great.
It doesn't matter if we're right or wrong. As long as we say it in a joking manner, it's okay.
It
Because
was a
that's
joke,
comedy.
guys.
I'm really trying to figure out the score because I'm pretty sure it's like ending right now.
Yeah.
But USA's in the finals. That's all.
That's good.
That's all that matters.
Congrats for them. But I mean, it's kind of like you see it coming. Like they're one of the best teams, like in general, you know.
Yeah.
So you kind of see it coming. Like
Yeah.
if they didn't make it to the finals, it's like that. Now that would be just surprising.
Yeah.
But it's like you kind of expect it.
Yeah.
It's like the
So-
Warriors
Yeah.
went to
Yeah.
the finals.
Who watches basketball?
I do.
I don't.
I know.
do.
I know you do.
Yeah. I love basketball.
Yeah. I don't want to like make fun of basketball because I live in the Bay Area and
Yeah.
there's a lot of basketball.
No,
fans
say
here.
it. It's your podcast, dude.
Yeah.
It's
I
your
mean,
world.
No, trust me, I will.
They're gonna come
We're all
after
just
you.
I have no
Yeah.
problem saying I don't
Yeah.
care for basketball.
No, neither do I.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, in sports, I don't care for sports.
Yeah.
But
You find it more fun to play soccer than to watch soccer.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Or at least watch it live. You know what I mean? Like go to a game and like see
Yeah.
everything happening.
I have like a similar mindset. Like I I like playing it, but I don't really watch it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know much about soccer.
But you're good at it.
There's eyelash in my eye right now.
I mean, you can fix that.
I don't know how to take it out. Dude, I saw like this photo.
You want my
like,
dog to make out with? You want to
Yeah.
make out with my dog,
Yeah.
and then that'll fix it.
Yeah, it'll fix it.
Rosebud, come here.
No,
This
no, no,
podcast
no,
is
no,
turning
no,
really
no.
weird, guys.
No, but it's
What
funny.
is
I saw
happening?
this photo on like Twitter or like Instagram or whatever, and it was
Mhm.
like, think about it. Like, you know when you like lose an eyelash in your eye, where does
Yeah.
it go?
Mhm.
Like, what if there's just like a ball of hair behind your like eyeball?
There is.
No way.
No, well,
Where
not.
does it really go? Like, honestly.
No, there
Oh.
is like
What's your nose?
No,
No,
you
it doesn't.
stupid. I don't know. A doctor was doing like eye surgery, and like you saw that this lady had like a bunch of eyelashes in the back of her eye.
No way.
But it's not like, cause she was getting a headache all the time.
Bring up the
and that's what it
source.
was.
That?
Yeah.
No way. Oh my god.
Bring up the source. We don't bring up sources on this podcast, Brandon. We
This
just
is all,
we
this is
talk
all
about
theory,
this is-
guys.
yeah, we just speak straight from the mind of what we heard. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong.
I need you to cite those sources.
I
MLA
don't. No,
format.
I don't need to cite these sources. I'm trying to rebel against that stuff.
MLA formatting.
Yeah. By the way, the
Yeah.
reason I hate. Yeah. I'm so mad.
Yeah.
I told you about this. I was talking to Brandon about this earlier. Yeah, you already know.
Dude, that was funny.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Oh, thanks.
No, it is kind of funny.
Wait,
it
if
is
it's
funny.
a story that I think you're talking about, then I
You
think
know,
it's funny.
yeah,
Probably
The-
is.
the plagiarism thing.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
She's like, that's not what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking about. But that's what the thing is all serious. I'm like,
Yeah,
was
yeah,
it not funny?
Yeah, no, it was funny, but not at the time.
Oh, at the time.
Of course
Yeah.
not.
But looking back at it, it's okay. In like my spring semester in college, I took a history of class, and the class is history of California.
Yeah.
And I live in California, so this is, to me, it's like this
Light
should be
work.
the easiest thing
Yeah.
ever, which it is. The class is super easy.
Yeah.
But she like had an assignment to like go on a field trip, and we went on this field trip, and apparently I had to we wrote the essay for it, and basically I forgot to put quotation marks on one like part towards the end, and she emailed me saying, hey, we need to talk about this. So I went to her, we talked
Wow.
about it, and then she was like, you're a thief, you're stealing this. All right, so there were some technical difficulties in the middle of my plagiarism story. I don't know exactly what got cut out, but to recap really quickly, basically I messed up on a paper, and because I didn't cite it correctly, and she said that I was trying to steal, and she called me a thief. My own professor called me a thief, and I failed that class because of that. And it was the funny,
Wow.
the funny thing is,
The
and the
sucky
sucky thing
yeah.
is, it was like the last week of that class.
Yeah.
Dude.
So
So it's just like,
that
instant.
whole thing was just like a waste of time
Yeah.
that I
Wow.
went to. But it's funny now.
if you're watching this, we'll find you.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Because like it's funny. I thought that when you originally told me that, remember you said that you photoshopped your face like into like for a photo that you were like at this field trip even though you weren't. I thought she was catching you for that, but you said she didn't even catch that.
You just
right?
incriminated
She
him.
did catch, my mom didn't know about that.
No,
I
she did. No, she didn't.
No, she didn't know that. Like, I told her I went
Oh,
on this
no
field
way.
trip. But
Yeah, yeah.
I photoshopped myself there because
Did she
I had,
do?
no, she's not here.
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't know if I'm gonna put this
Oh,
in
but do you
yet.
think she's gonna like?
She
see this?
definitely watches these,
Oh, okay.
but
okay.
we'll find out if I put that part in.
Okay.
We won't have another podcast if
Yeah.
she does find out.
Yeah, for real. Well, you Preston won't be
Last
with us
episode.
Yeah,
anymore.
last
Yeah,
episode.
for real.
You guys for watching.
But yeah, I did Photoshop myself because it wasn't even like my fault.
Was it a
though.
bad Photoshop though?
No, it was a good
I mean,
Photoshop.
No, okay.
I mean,
I
I mean, if the
respect it.
teacher
I
didn't like
respect it.
notice,
Yeah.
I'm sure it wasn't
Yeah.
bad.
And the only reason I photoshopped myself being there is because the people I was going with, I kept reminding them, hey, let's go, we got to do this before class runs out. And they were like, okay. So then they get in one car and they didn't bring me. So they went. And
So
then
you reminded them,
I kept telling them we need to do this.
and
then,
they have the audacity
and
to
they
leave you
left me.
behind.
And then I was like, luckily I had a friend there,
Wow.
and he like took notes for me, and
Yeah.
he took a picture of a place where I could like put myself there, because he was like, all right, would you be able to do that? And I was like, yeah. I was really mad at them, but I took whatever I could do because it was like the last thing to do. But yeah, it is pretty funny. I did Photoshop myself in, and that's not what got me. I guess
I know, like literally that's what got you. I was like, damn, she knows.
You gotta put that picture up there, dude. I gotta see that.
Yeah, I will put in.
If you put the second.
If I put this in. Okay. What we were gonna say? We were talking about past podcast episodes.
Podcasts, yeah.
So this is the 3rd episode.
Correct.
And
the last.
I like. This is just a lot of experimenting, really. Like the first one, we didn't really. It was just us talking. We were improvising.
Do you remember that? The first one?
She wasn't there.
Did you watch the
Brandon,
first one?
we just talked about this earlier. I haven't seen any of them. Aren't they all like relatively new?
They're all all new.
So
It's
like,
not.
You think I have all this time?
I haven't even been like
83 people do.
Yeah, I haven't even been posting on social media like this is a thing.
Yeah.
But I will soon once we get the logo set up and everything.
Once it's running.
Yeah, once it's professional and
it's
real.
Going, dude.
But the first episode, it was just a lot of improv between me and Brandon, and the lighting was good, but when I exported it, it was blurry, so it's whatever. But the listeners, it's fine. We only had one microphone too.
There's a lot of
It's an upgrade.
Yeah, this is a major upgrade.
Yeah.
This is the 3rd episode, and we went from 1 mic in the first episode, 2 mics in the second episode, to now 3 mics in the 3rd episode. Yeah.
We're moving up in life.
So
We're
the
moving
next
up.
one's in before.
Yeah,
and
so
then
when we get to 100, we're gonna have 100 microphones.
We'll call you back for that.
Really think about it. Like you're gonna like look back, watch this podcast, and then like you'll be like 50 podcasts in, and you'll be like, wow, like now that one would be like a major upgrade. You know?
Yeah.
You have your own studio.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool.
No, I mean, I don't know. I like it casual, just like sitting on a couch, just like.
No, this is fine.
Yeah, this is comfortable.
Yeah. That's pretty cool.
But yeah, in the second episode, we had our first guest, and we learned a lot from him that we should be in more control of what we talk about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we were gonna.
No offense to our past guests, you know.
Yeah.
We tried to do our.
We had Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh, he was your guys'
yeah,
first
which is
guest?
fine.
Yeah.
Who was your second
No, he was
guest?
the worst guest. No, I'm just kidding. Jordan, if you're watching this, I
He
love
probably
you.
will watch this.
Yeah. But it wasn't like. We just didn't have anything really planned. We were gonna try to improvise like the first podcast.
Yeah.
But this one, we're improvising. Like these are real conversations.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I looked at my phone a couple times to bring up like topics that I've written down or stuff.
Mhm.
But usually it's just improvisation.
Is that the word?
I think so.
I love making new words.
I don't know if I.
I know, like
yeah.
in English.
If I don't know, if it's a real word.
Improvision. What'd you say?
Improvision. Improvising.
Just saying
Improvising.
Yeah.
Just improvising. I'm like.
Yeah, am I saying it weird?
Improvisions.
Am I saying it weird or something?
Say it like how I just said. Improvisions.
Improvisions.
Yeah, that's what you said.
But it's an actual
That's not what I
word.
said.
Is that? I don't know. That's an actual word.
Improvising.
Improvising.
Improvising. Yeah, I just said it weird.
Improv.
Improv. Yeah, I'm saying improv.
Yeah. What are we doing right now?
I don't know. Improv.
Improv. Asian Pacific American Student
Oh,
Association.
Brandon,
my
shut
God.
up.
No one cares.
Shout out to Apostle.
No.
Sorry.
It's okay.
A lot of my St. Mary's friends watch it.
No,
Yes.
that's
Yeah.
actually. I know you were telling me.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for listening. Seriously, if anyone, if you're listening to this, just share it. Just tell. You don't have to like literally through technology share it. Just like if you see someone talk about it, be like, hey, I know these people. They do this.
Asian Pacific American Student Association.
Brandon,
Oh,
say
we're about to
say it
kick you out
again.
at this
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
Asian
Don't be
Pacific
my
American
podcast.
Student Association. Alright, I'm done.
Okay, good. I see you're wearing the Seniors Inc. hoodie from senior year at our high
We
school.
always live in the past, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Honestly, like a lot of people I know had like really bad high school experiences. Like I feel
No,
like
this was.
mine was
we
really
were talking about
good.
that.
Yeah.
We said that it was really good.
Yeah,
mine was like
I-
really good,
No.
and I'm
I
just
really
like,
loved high
I would
school.
not regret.
I wouldn't do
anything.
anything different.
Yeah, no, all the way.
Same.
Yep,
Like
exactly.
I don't know. I thought mine was really good. Like had good experiences, like met so many people, you know what I mean? Like I'm just like, when people like tell me that they had like the shittiest like high school experience, I'm just like, how?
I'm
Like,
glad to get out of here.
I feel like they
like
made it
people
shitty
were like
for
so
them.
excited
Yeah,
to
no,
leave,
no.
and I was like really sad that we were like graduating.
That's
You know what I mean?
exactly. That's we
No,
all had
definitely.
the same idea.
And like a year has hit since we graduated, and I'm just like, that's crazy. Because then next year's gonna be 2 years, and like it's just gonna add up and like give it like 10 years, and we might have. I don't know if our school hosts
They do.
They do.
reunions.
They do.
Yeah,
Do
they
they?
have
Like
reunions.
I
Yes.
haven't heard of any. But
That's because you're not in
Yeah,
them.
we're on.
I guess whatever. But
It's
I'm
like,
like
when's the
excited-
reunion, guys?
I know, when's the reunion? But like honestly, I'm excited for that. You know.
Oh, I am too.
I want to see who went to jail and who hasn't gone to jail.
Dude.
Yeah. Who pulls up in like
Who
some nice cars?
Who's like
Yeah,
the
right?
richest?
Yeah.
That would be great to
But-
see.
None of them have their own podcast, right, Preston?
Yeah. I don't know where this is gonna be in 10 years.
On YouTube.
Yeah. That's funny. What were we talking? Oh yeah, we were talking about the jacket.
Yeah.
Like, who designed the jacket?
It was my cousin.
It was your cousin.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a really good
Yeah.
design. I really.
Shout out to Sam.
Yeah.
She did a good job.
Shout out Sam. You-
Tancio.
She's your cousin?
Mhm.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Why did
Yeah.
I thought you guys like dated at some point? I
That,
swear.
that is weird.
goodness.
I like I don't know. I just don't remember people's relationships. I'm like, I thought you dated her.
Did you know that kind of funny thing, like something that she said was she's all like, "Did you go to prom with your sister?" And I'm like, "No."
Me?
Yeah.
You said
When
that?
did I say that?
It was either you or Priscilla. You guys, one of
no,
you guys had
Priscilla's
asked
an
me.
airhead. She would have
Yeah,
said
dude,
that.
It's so
Dude,
weird.
air
Like,
be
so my
flowing
older
in
sister
there.
went to prom, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, did she have a date? And I was like, I think she just went with her friend. And then she's like, did you go with her? And I'm like, why would I go with my sister to?
Oh,
So it was
when
you
it was
then.
her senior prom.
Yeah.
I
You
asked
said
that.
Yeah, so it was you.
You were calling out your sister,
No.
calling her an airhead
She's
for
such an
saying.
airhead.
Oh, I heck remember now. Yeah. I was like, cause like I saw a photo of her, or like her. I don't think I have her on Snap, but like I saw a photo of her, and I was like, that looks like Brandon, but like maybe it is Brandon. Maybe like last minute, like I wasn't.
Last.
No, I
don't
thought that maybe she couldn't find a date, or like
Yeah.
or like you were just there to like help set up prom or something. Like I don't know. Like I didn't
Mhm.
think you guys were there like dancing together, but I was like, oh okay,
That's not weird at all.
that would be weird.
Okay.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
That is pretty funny. I like how she blamed it all on Priscilla.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I thought you meant.
She's such an airhead. Why would she ask that question? Oh wait, that was me who asked the question.
Because I thought you meant your prom. I
No,
was
no,
like,
no,
I don't
no, no.
remember that.
Yeah. So it's actually you've both have had like siblings in high school at the same time you guys went to high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess,
I-
but
I didn't have that since I'm like the youngest.
Yeah, you.
and like we're all like from the middle child, which is my sister. We're all
Mhm.
7 years apart.
Jeez.
So my older brother is 14 years older than me. Yeah. So I didn't have a sibling in high school. I don't. Is it? I don't
I
know.
don't think it's weird.
I don't think it's weird, but it's different because like that's a person that you can go talk to, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
If
way.
you have a good
yeah.
relationship
Yeah.
with your
Mhm.
sibling.
Like I would always ask my older sister for advice. We're 2 years apart, my older
Okay.
sister and I. Yeah, so she knew a lot about high school, obviously
Yeah,
more
like
than I
before
did.
you even started and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, me.
What about you?
Bri-
Because you're obviously in the same grade as me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we both
So-
had to
You guys
kind
would
of
have
like.
classes together, right?
Yeah, we had a few classes together, so we had to kind of like figure it out as we went, you know. So it wasn't like, oh, I had an older sibling, because all of my older siblings are like way older, like they have
Yeah.
like their kids and their families and
Oh,
stuff,
wow.
like things like that. Yeah. So it's like it's different, but yeah, like I mean, we kind of had to figure out high school like by ourselves because we didn't really know anybody either who was already in high school. Like
Yeah.
we like met friends as we kind of like went along. We didn't like know any upperclassmen. But dude, I remember freshman year though, I was terrified because all of the seniors looked like in their freaking 20s already.
No,
like,
no, definitely.
They
It's
definitely
weird,
did,
right?
It was
Yeah.
the weirdest
They-
thing
The generations,
ever.
they looked
And then
adult.
like it just got. I feel like everyone looked younger as like time went on. Like the freshmen, like when we were sophomores, looked younger, and
Yeah.
then so on, so on. But
Right?
dude, senior year. I mean, sorry, freshman year for us, like the seniors were like the scariest looking people ever to me.
No, no,
like they were
I
all
definitely
looked
agree.
like
Yeah.
way older. Like they wouldn't even need to get into like the club with an ID. Like they could just walk in. You know what I mean? Like it was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So
That is like that's so
Very
true.
Yeah.
yeah.
Let me check on the Women's World Cup score right now. Let me see if that game finished. Oh, who'd you say won? You said you were betting on Sweden.
Mm-hmm.
Did you pick anyone?
I
Oh,
didn't
she
pick
You didn't pick
Sweden.
anyone?
I already
Yeah,
see.
yeah. Netherlands
Yeah,
won
they
1-0.
Netherlands won.
Yeah, 1-0. They went into like overtime
Oh,
too.
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
The Dutch.
So
So does that mean the U.S. is playing them next?
Netherlands.
yeah,
Yeah.
U.S. versus Netherlands for the final, which is
Wait, that's the final game?
that's the
Yeah.
final game.
That's like whoever wins
Or
is the
this
champion.
cup.
yeah,
Yeah.
is the champion.
Dude, I'm like so out of this.
Like, watch this last game then.
I'm gonna watch this last
They're-
game, but I kind of
yeah.
see the U.S. winning though. That's the thing.
Knock
like,
on wood. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like I'm sorry, but like it's so obvious. Like you know what I mean? They're gonna.
They have a
win.
good group.
They've been
they
doing
have a
great.
Crazy
Yeah.
good group. They have a crazy reputation. They have a lot of good sponsorships. So
Yeah.
it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, they're bound to win, but knock on wood.
Yeah. It's funny because people who are like listening right now, by the time this airs, which is we post these on Mondays, or I try to post these on Mondays.
Yeah.
The game would have already been over, so they
Uh-huh.
already know who won.
Yeah.
So if we're really wrong, then people are gonna look
I
at us
know,
very
maybe
stupid.
Like damn, they dumb. But like I mean, kind of think about it though.
Dang.
Like I don't know.
That's gonna be very unfortunate.
That
Yeah.
would be unfortunate. Like
Yeah.
we're hyping this up.
Man, I
I
can't wait for
know,
USA to finally
seriously.
be, the winners of all of this and stuff.
I mean,
Yeah.
I hope-
who won last time? Wasn't it the
It
U.S.?
was. I think they've been
Yeah,
winning back
they've
to
been
back.
killing
Did
it.
Japan
for World
didn't
Cups.
Japan win? Oh no, that was the last time.
I don't know. I was too young.
I don't remember.
I don't keep up with
I
soccer.
literally
I try to.
I don't really
but-
keep up with
yeah.
it either.
It's okay.
But yeah, my mom was sad because like Mexico's women's team do their ass. I'm sorry, but like they literally are not good. Like I feel bad because like they just like you look at the men's national team,
Mhm.
they're like amazing, like super crazy good. And then when it comes to the women's, like they don't get any attention. Like the coaches, I don't know what's wrong with the coaches or if it's the players. They don't have
Yeah.
good players. Like it's just like wow, because they didn't even like make it to the.
Are any of our friends possibly going pro
That
that we know of?
yeah.
Really?
I feel like there's at least one or two people that are
Like in
going
soccer
pro.
or what?
Yeah, in soccer.
Yeah, that from
oh
high
yeah,
school.
for sure, definitely. Definitely not me. I'm like after this year of college, I'm done. Like
Yeah.
I'm not playing anymore. Like no.
How'd you get your septum?
That was like the least awkward way to say it.
I don't know. Okay, then
No,
you
no,
want no.
no.
I'll you want me to? I'm an actor. I could do it better.
Yeah.
You are an
You want?
actor.
All right, take two. Ready?
Weren't you an extra? All right, never mind.
No. We'll talk about that.
Okay, like, we don't talk
All
about
right. All right. Ready? Okay. Oh hey, Kristina.
Aw.
I'm just kidding.
Hey.
Here, Brandon, you ask her, or you know what? You could
No,
just
just
like be
talk
like,
about
you
it.
guys want to talk about my septum?
Okay, fine.
Is that
But I
weird?
feel like
No,
that's
ask that.
people,
No,
like,
that's
people
from
are
random.
Like damn, like she swears because she
Yeah.
has a septum. You know what I mean? Like so, one of you guys have to ask.
Okay, yeah.
She's trying to be humble about it.
Okay,
I'm
no,
quote
no,
unquote.
I got it.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like piercings? I know that you have.
Yeah, I
Okay,
got my
actually, I
ears
want to
pierced.
talk to you real quick. What's the difference between earrings and piercings? Or actually, both of you, what's the difference?
Earrings are like just like.
On my
well,
ears?
earrings are like the jewelry itself, but like ears, yeah. Earrings
That was a good one,
are
Brandon.
Yeah.
earrings are on your earrings.
Yeah.
Earrings are on your ears. So then piercings in general is like
Just anywhere.
overall like piercings, like
Yeah.
Okay.
getting your ears pierced, nose.
So Brandon has earrings on.
It's on my ears.
Is it on both ears?
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So he has earrings on.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
No. I was just because there's like
Show them your belly button piercing.
I don't have a belly button piercing.
He's lying.
I
Yeah.
don't.
You just
I
don't want to
don't.
show it.
No, I just don't have one. All right. So then, is the septum any different from like piercings or like, is a septum a piercing?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
definitely a piercing. It's so basically like how it works. So you kind of tilt your head up, and they put the needle like straight through
Ooh.
like right here. Like I don't know what this
Your
area
nose?
is called. Like I guess the nose with the tip of the nose. So it's like the inside right there, and then they just put in the joy really quick. But honestly, like I don't know. People gonna be like, she swears it doesn't hurt and blah 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 blah. But like. It honestly didn't hurt. Like I thought that my normal nose piercing stud hurt more than that one.
Oh, wow.
Or I don't know if it's just because I was already like knew what to expect because
Mhm.
I got this one pierced. Because like I felt like this one I felt more and like it made my eyes water really bad and stuff. But like the funny part was like, okay, I got my septum without asking my parents like at all. Like I had brought it up before, like I really want to get it done, but they were like, oh heck no, like they're super against like piercings and like tattoos, especially tattoos. So anyways, I texted my mom because I was already 18 at this point.
Yeah.
I
Are
know.
you,
Yeah. Yeah. And I had texted my mom when I was on the way to the shop because like one of the piercing places, like on Wednesdays, there's only like $20 piercings for no matter what piercing you get.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, cool. Like I want to do this. And then, so I go to the shop and I'm with Raph.
I really like that guy.
Shut up. And so I go with him, and he's getting his done. And like, dude, on the way there, I was like pale. Like, I was super scared. I was shaking. Like, I was like pale. Like, I was like super scared because like, I mean, you don't really know what to expect. But then also like, I was kind of going behind my parents' back by doing this. But I had texted my mom when I was on the way there, like, hey, I'm gonna go get my like piercing done, blah blah blah. And I was like, look, if you don't like it, I'll take it out. But at least like wait until it heals. And then if you still don't like it, then I'll take it out. So we made that agreement. She was like, okay, fine. And so I go to get it done. What are you guys laughing about?
Nothing. This is just.
That was crazy.
That was a long time.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so
to get to what we were wanted to hear.
So I woke up one morning and then, I thought about getting a septum piercing.
I got in the car.
It was about 7:01
I saw a
a.m.
bird along the way.
7:01 a.m.
And like, you know.
Okay, but
Okay,
the initial part, like where.
Let's get to the climax here. Rising action, guys.
No. That
Anyway,
was. You're a good storyteller.
And then we fill out the paperwork, whatever, and then I get it done.
I like how all the details led up. Yeah, and then I got it done.
Yeah, it was just simple.
And then I got it done. But I mean, like overall, it doesn't really hurt. Like, I originally wanted to get the little like tiny hoop where it's like it looks kind of like what bowls have, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, not this one, but
the ring.
Like the ring, basically. When you originally get it done, though, you have to keep this in until it heals.
Yeah.
And then I had so this is what happened. Months later, I think I tried changing it in like February or March. I got this done in like January. So I was like, okay, I think it's ready to change it because they say anywhere between a month to 6 months to change it. It kind of varies about people and like how eager you are. So I wanted to change it to the little like hoop. And then I tried changing it. I ordered some jewelry on Amazon. I got it. I was super excited. And I take this one out. And I was like, shit, I'm kind of scared. I watched some tutorials on how to do it. It's like everyone like made it look super easy. So I was like, okay, shit, like this is cool. Yeah. And then I put it in. I tried putting it in. Dude, I swear to God, it took me like I tried like from like 8 p.m. to 12 a.m. trying to put this in.
Yeah.
And at this point, I was like, oh my God, it's closed. Like, that's it. It's done.
She's like, great, I have to go do it again.
Yeah, literally. So then time goes by. It's probably been like a month and a half since I stopped with the septum and everything, and I was like, dude, I really felt confident with it. Like, a lot of people don't like piercings and stuff, but I feel like for some people it makes them feel more confident. Like, I personally like it because it just makes me feel better about myself.
Kristina, where is this going?
Oh, that's it, and then I got it re-pierced.
Oh, okay.
Oh, for sure.
Nice.
All right.
You guys are like rushing me right now.
I'm not rushing you.
Anyway, so I got it re-pierced basically.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's what I did. I got
But
that's
was,
what
like,
happened.
But like how nervous I was to get it re-pierced was like a lot too, because like she had to find the needle and like poke my nose until she found the hole.
Yeah. Wait, so you said your parents don't like piercings? Do they know that you have that?
My mom definitely does. She sees it all the time. But my dad, I don't know because he's never brought it up. Because sometimes I will like purposely wear it out to see if he'll say anything. Because like he wouldn't get mad to the point where he'll like kick me out or anything. It's just one of those things like he'll like just like look at me funny.
Yeah.
So honestly, I'm not sure if he's seen it because he's never mentioned it at all. So I'm like, I'm not sure.
She has one of those surgical masks on the entire time.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, all day, every day.
Because I can hide it. So it's like one of those things like.
Like, haha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I just hide it if I'm around him. So.
Do you plan on getting a tattoo?
Dude, I really want one, but my parents, like, that's like the.
They would kill you.
They would kill me if I got a tattoo. Yeah. It's crazy because I had a dream last night that I got a tattoo. Wow. And it was like, do you guys want to know what it was? It was like a Barbie tattoo.
Yeah, we're already here. Yeah, let's hear about
Barbie.
Barbie
tattoo. It was a Barbie tattoo. Like, it was like the
like the doll or just like
it was like the doll
the
and the logo. I don't know why. Out of all things, and I think it was
adorable.
like I got it but in the dream I had gotten it with Priscilla, so we had matching Barbie tattoos. And I think that the idea we had this.
You down to get some?
Did Priscilla have a Bratz doll? And
no,
you had Barbie?
We both had Barbie tattoos. But I think that our idea was like, oh, like we grew up playing Barbie, so like we'll just get it as like a memory type of tattoo. And I'm like, and then dude, in my dream, I had so much anxiety because I was like, oh my God, my parents are gonna kill me. Like I can't wear bikini tops because they're gonna see it. It was like on the back of my shoulder. So I was like, shoot, everyone's gonna see it. And then I woke up and I was like so relieved it was a dream. Like
she goes home right now.
Yeah.
What's the first shirt?
She's gonna have a tattoo.
Yeah.
No, dude, I had like that dream gave me so much anxiety.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Brandon, when's the last dream? Have you ever like real dreams or stuff?
Yeah, dude.
Like
you can't remember them?
Yeah.
But sometimes like I'll wake up and I'll be like
yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like stuff
like
like
you just
that.
don't know.
I don't think I've ever had like dreams like that where I've like
No,
felt
like,
emotions
yeah.
and stuff like that.
Really?
Like, you feel anxiety, and it's just like you're stressed out during the dream.
Yeah,
and
like
you wake
you're
up, and then
stressed
you're still like
out.
stressed, and you're like,
Yeah,
did that happen?
Literally, yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah.
It is kind of scary.
Yeah. I was gonna make a joke, but
You're lucky that you don't have
I
those.
don't have. Yeah. Is this microphone on? Okay. Just that would suck if it wasn't on this whole time. Okay. Imagine.
It's okay. We didn't need to listen to that piercing story again.
Yeah.
I thought you guys wanted to hear the details.
No. Okay. That was good. That was good. If people are listening to this when it's like nighttime, they'll fall asleep.
Yeah.
You did
Sorry,
good.
the story was long. I just thought it would be like kind of interesting to talk about. But
No, it was interesting.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
You hear how interested we were?
Yeah, you guys were like knocked out.
Did you have a good time on the podcast? Did you
Yeah,
have
this
fun?
was fun. This was like a nice experience.
Okay. Thank you guys for listening / watching. This is the end of the Typical podcast. I've been Preston Pimentel, and
Brandon Delacruz.
our special guest has been.
Kristina Alvarez.
All right. And high fives all around. We're done.
Typical with an I.
Oh, no.
All right.
That piercing story. I hate you guys.